Hey folks, it's Maxie here and welcome to another TEW2020 episode. It's another one of our AEW series and it's our go home show before we get to Full Gear. So we're hopefully putting on a show here that will give away hopefully most of the match card, get people excited for that, and then hopefully we'll have a 6-week build till we get to the end of the year pay-per-view, name of which I'll probably have decided by as soon as I finish this video. So, as always, thanks for taking the time out to watch the video. Any likes are deeply appreciated. If you want it social, you know what to do. And of course, you want to buy the game, links in the description below, with some other good stuff in the description in terms of mods, etc. So, without further ado, we'll crack on. We're live on ITV4, TNT, and in Mexico and Asia. We're on YouTube. And we're on City, whatever City is. But we're on that as well. Hopefully a good show here, and hopefully one that can get people excited for the upcoming event. So without further ado, let's crack on. So we're at Hawksfield at Haymarket Park and 7,500 fans have joined us. And we'll actually start off with a match. And it was one that had good heat and decent wrestling, with Kenny Omega defeat Shawn Spears in 11:20 with a one-winged angel. Simple match up here that gets a 70 rating. You want Kenny getting into this match with Hangman with as much momentum as possible, and Shawn Spears is someone who'll do the job. This was just a regular match and it puts Kenny in a good mood, kinda. Because after it, he cuts a promo on Hangman and he just says to him, right, we had a straight up wrestling match and you cheated to win with dubious means. We're going to settle this at the event, at Full Gear, and a stipulation, because I'm an EVP, or whatever Kenny's role is, that his power, we're going to make it a cage match. So Kenny Omega, Hangman Page, Full Gear, cage match. That's a 79 rating for Kenny's promo. Next up, we had a tag match in the women's division. It was a decent matchup that saw the team of Nikki Storm and Toni Storm defeat Nyla Rose and Penelope Ford in 9:05, when Toni Storm pinned Penelope with the strong zero. In terms of in-ring work, Nikki was head and shoulders above the rest, and Penelope was the weak link. Pretty vocal crowd unhappy with Toni and Penelope. But yeah, 58 is pretty decent there, with a very different array of, as I say, in-ring performances. Nikki with a very impressive 71, but we know she's been booked strongly, and it's a good win for the champion and the #1 contender. And after the matchup, handshake and just say, may the best woman win this Sunday at Full Gear, and that was a 61 between Nikki and Toni. Then in the women's division, a kind of showcase match here, where I was kind of hoping it wouldn't get the lack of investment. No, but we did, unfortunately. 6-woman tag, and it was a terrible matchup that saw the team of Deonna Purrazzo, Chris Statlander, and Big Swole, and they defeated Indy Hartwell, Killer Kelly, and Leva Bates in 7:46, with Statlander pinning Bates. 27, the crowd didn't particularly seem thrilled with Deonna Purrazzo. They were turned off by workers they don't have an investment in, but it's a good bit of exposure for them, and hopefully we can get some of them over. But a good win for Chris Statlander here, and just a 27, so we need to try and work to get the crowd back on side. So in this angle here, Cody alongside the Young Bucks, just making sure the Young Bucks are fine. Try to get the crowd back on everybody's side as well with a good rating of the 85, but just making sure they're ready for the big matchup that's going to take place at Full Gear. It's going to be the Young Bucks teaming up with the Best Friends, and they will have their hands full with the Titans and the Death Triangle. We have a promo, Chris Jericho. Don't know where his photos went. But anyway, he's just still usual Chris Jericho, down in the dumps completely, doesn't know what's happening. Drinking about the bubbly, yeah, just completely all over the place. What's happened to Chris Jericho? Next up, back in action though, it was a decent matchup that saw Lance Archer defeat T-Hawk in 8:49 with a blackout. This was a 53, made it a mayhem matchup. It was just the easiest one to build to that kind of one. And yeah, Archer just continues his momentum as he heads towards Full Gear. And basically, Archer and Jake have obviously been kind of saying, who's next? We're beating most people. Jungle Boy's going to step forward, accept the open challenge, and he'll seek to face Lance Archer at Full Gear. So that should be a good one. Next up, we had Sammy Guevara defeat Michael Nakazawa in 5:37 with the 6:30. 64. Simple matchup here, building up some momentum with Sammy as he gets the win over Nakazawa. And then he just cuts a promo saying, "Chris, come on, come back, please. The Inner Circle AJ and AJ, please come back." So that's a 68. Matt Hardy then says, "Why are you worrying so much about Chris Jericho? I will show you my broken brilliance at Full Gear, Sammy, and you'll realise that Chris Jericho can't save you from what I'm about to do to you." So that's a 63. Next up, we had a decent matchup that saw the team of Brody Lee and Darby Allin defeat the Natural Nightmares in 9:12 when Darby Allin pinned QT Marshall with a coffin drop. 70 rating's pretty good here. Darby looks good, he always looks good in these kind of matches, stands out, but just again continuing the feud on with him and Brody. Everything that Brody Lee's doing for him is pretty much helping Darby Allin out. And that leads to a promo just saying, "There you go, you've won again, Darby, this is your opportunity. We'll have another opportunity at Full Gear when we deal with Private Party, so they better get ready after what happened last week." That was an 83 rated segment. Then had a superb matchup tonight, which was between the Young Bucks and the Lucha Brothers, and had superb wrestling and great heat as the Young Bucks defeat the Lucha Brothers 15:31 with Nick Jackson that pinged Ray Phoenix with a Meltzer driver. That was an 80. Both teams getting excellent chemistry. Only negative there, Excalibur being pretty weak. That was still a show as well. Just hyping up what's going to be coming up on the pay-per-view. Getting a good matchup out of these two. And then it ends up with a massive brawl at the back between the Young Bucks. Orange Cassidy gets involved, Trent Beretta, Chuck Taylor was there, but you don't really like characters on these angles. And then also the likes of Brian Cage, Jacob Fatu, Ray Phoenix, Pentagon Jr., and of course Pac as well. So the Death Triangle, the Titans, best friends of the Young Bucks, massive brawl ahead of this 10-man tag at Full Gear. Only a 51, a few guys not the most over in the world, but yeah, still overall pretty happy with exposure again. I finished the show with Cody and Moxley signing the contract for the upcoming match at Full Gear. Tony Schiavone's in there as well, but yeah, no hassle, just a handshake, and yeah, just for once a contract signing that goes down with nothing bad, just a case of mutual respect of who's going to come out as the AEW World Champion. The show ends with 77, increasing our pop in 30 regions, so I'm hoping that matchup at the end has saved our bacon. I was a bit worried with that angle get a 51, but it seems we've done okay there. And yeah, overall I'm pretty happy with it. It's again the kind of ratings we should be targeting if we want to get to the next level, which then allows more money. And just to confirm a few things. So Emi Sakura's gone because she was 44, I believe. Yeah, so a bit too old, so just happy to let her go. Bo Dallas stays with the WWE. Items that we've got is just obviously confirming Emi Sakura's contract. And drug test was quite expensive there. 2.66 TV rating. And AEW Dark's drug testing as well. Dark saw Wardlow versus El Lindemann with a win for Wardlow. Indy Hartwell over Sadie Gibbs, Deonna Purrazzo over Leva Bates, and the team of Sonny Kiss and Joy Janela over the Dark Alters, Alex Reynolds and John Silver. So before we finish up, just going to go through the final card for Full Gear this Saturday. If you want to put your predictions in the chat, it's much appreciated. It's going to be Matt Hardy versus Sammy Guevara. For the TNT Championship, it's going to be Jungle Boy challenging Lance Archer. We've got Private Party taking on Brody Lee and Darby Allin. 10-man tag with the Young Bucks teaming up with the Best Friends to take on the Titans and the Death Triangle. Women's Championships on the line as Nikki Storm takes on Toni Storm. The big tension match between Kenny Omega and Hangman, which will take place inside a steel cage. And then the AEW World Championship on the line as Jon Moxley gives Cody one opportunity to try and win the belt. Can he do it this time? Or will he be forever banned from winning the AEW World Championship? So hopefully you'll join us for that video. That'll be the next AEW one. But until then, thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you soon. Bye bye.